It's the Seahawks and the Jags on Thursday night primetime.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup, they know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little.
Set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Throwing to start the drive, Lane. Now he steps away, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw on second down, Lane. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Looking to throw on second down. Lane, left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago, and they just could not stop him defensively. Hit the 200-yard mark, went over that, but he didn't score one time.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Because normally when you have that kind of performance, you hit on a couple of big, long runs, a 60-yarder, a 70-yarder. But for him, it was more like a 10 here, a 20 there. He spent the entire game just wearing down that defense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Jaguars hit 11-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Iowa State product. It's Kene Nwangu. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete.
Something down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off the play fake. Lane. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On third down, Lane. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, ready to punt Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Back to throw here. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Williams, running right.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Javonte Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Throwing on first down, Lane. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 7.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40. To throw on second down, Lane. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off play action. Lane. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Williams going to get it again on second down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lane. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Lane.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lane.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll look to throw again.
This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. But he couldn't hang on. 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And Sharp calls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st and 10, Lane. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lane. And his throw is incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
123 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Off the draw, here's Williams.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And we have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Lane. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lane. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 13.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Lane. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw on 2nd down, Lane.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Again, it's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams, able to slither by. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 159 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 4. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Lane. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, a heck of a move. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Williams. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown!
Laviska Shenault
from 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to play a lucky horseshoe, because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 35. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Lane. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Walker now at 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Lane. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down. Lane. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. De'Ami Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on 1st down. Lane. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Lane. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, Lane. Going deep here for Landry. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down with Akers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Lane. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. Lane. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Akers back-to-back catches. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.